There is a feeling that is hard to explain to someone who hasn't felt it. You are in the room, you are in the conversation, people are glad you're there. And still, something in you is watching from the outside. Not because you are unwanted, not because anything is wrong, but because belonging, real belonging, the kind that lives in the body and not just in the mind, doesn't feel like it has quite arrived yet. And what makes it strange is that you can't point to the reason. You've tried. You have people who love you, places that feel like home most of the time, a life that looks from the outside like it fits. But fitting is not the same as belonging. And some part of you has always known the difference. I've moved through a lot of lives. Different cities, different careers, different versions of who I thought I was becoming. And I was never afraid of starting over. That part always felt natural. The leaving, the arriving somewhere new, the building again. What I didn't understand for a long time was what I kept leaving behind. Not things, people. Not dramatically, no arguments, no endings, just a slow drift that happens when you move on and don't quite bring everyone with you. When the new chapter starts before the last one has really closed. I would arrive somewhere new and feel that rush, possibility, newness, becoming, and I would tell myself that this was it. That here, finally, I would stop being someone passing through. And then, quietly, the feeling would return. That I was in the room, but not quite of it. That I was liked, but not fully known. That belonging was something just ahead of me, in the next place, with the next people, once I had become whoever I was still becoming. It took me a long time to understand that this was not a problem with the places. Because belonging is not a place you find. It's something that grows. And what it grows from is not the right circumstances, not the right city or the right group or the right version of yourself. It grows from time, from showing up, from choosing repeatedly and without guarantee to stay. The problem is that staying is slow, and I never really learned how to want something that takes years to arrive. I was taught to work toward things, to achieve things, to optimize. Belonging doesn't work like that. You can't accelerate it. You can only refuse to leave before it comes. And I think some of us carry a specific kind of loneliness that doesn't have a simple name. People who have moved a lot, changed a lot, become many different versions of themselves. We are not isolated. We are not unloved. We are just always slightly new. Always in the early stages of something that needs time we haven't given it yet. I actually wrote a poem about this once. How many trees make a forest? If the forest could answer, it wouldn't count. It would point to the first tree that stayed. The one that learned how to hold light, how to bend without leaving, how to wait. Roots touching before names are given. Space slowly learning how to shelter. Time does the rest. Always has. The question I've stopped asking is, where do I belong? The question I've started asking is, what am I willing to stay for? Because belonging doesn't choose you. You choose it. You choose it by staying when it would be easier to move on, by letting yourself be known rather than just liked, by giving something the time it needs to grow into something that can shelter you. If you've spent your life feeling slightly outside, in rooms you were invited to, in relationships that were real but somehow not quite complete, I don't think you're missing something. I think you're early. The forest isn't built in a season, but it starts with one tree that decides to stay.